Hi and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to talk about Ratebook, how that can make it easier and faster for you to make an overview of your availability. All the different information you find in Ratebook is collected from all the plans that you know in the booking module. But what makes this special is that all information here is collected, so it gives you an overview, so it will be much easier for you to act correctly. I'm going to split this tutorial in 4 sections. First, I will go through all the different information and how to use them. Secondly, I will show you how to add information to your product so that will show up when you seek a specific product when you talk to a customer. Third, I will talk a little bit about where links, how to set it up and how to use it, and also how to add new elements into where links. Finally, I'm going to show you how you can move a Ratebook up to the top of the list so it always will be number 1 in the booking module. We are now inside a Ratebook. Let's see which information you have here and what information you can choose to have available so you can do your job as best as you can. First of all, if you look here, you have your room types. What rooms do we have sold out? What room have you available? How many have we sold totally? And what kind of vacancy do we have? We can go in here and see what kind of allotment is still open. We can go in and see segments. We can go in point of sale, and we can go into where links. Where links I will come back to shortly. But back to the room type, we can see here that we have not many rooms available for these 2 days, and this one is completely sold out. That's a very good idea to shut that down for all online sale. That could be your Yield Planet, it could be your companies with own logins, or it could be your campaign. You shut it down, just right click, and push close. Now this day is shut down. That should not be possible to sell any rooms. We saw there was some kind of allotment. Now we send an email to that company and say we have shut down your allotment as previous agreed. If we look at the 2 days we have here with a very low vacancy, we can increase the prices and say we set it up to $12.95. Push a little bit extra for the prices, and the same goes for this day here. We push that to $12.95. We could choose to say that we know that it's so busy in the area and all our competitors are more or less sold out. So now we're going to shut down for sale so they can't buy our rooms. We do that in the morning, and in the afternoon we open it again. And then we can increase the prices a little bit more because now we're the only one to have a room. If we go to activity notes, we can see here there's a special dinner, morgensaften, which is a Danish tradition. We're eating some salmon, some duck, and then we end up with some apple pie. From the kitchen, we know the chef is saying maximum 120 people in the restaurant where we have arrangement like that. And we can go to Wehrlings and say how many have we already booked for the dinner. And we can say there is sold 70. So that means we can push 50 people more. That could be people that have booked rooms already without booking dinner. We can ask them with check-in, do you like to enjoy our dinner? It could be people coming from outside just looking for a nice dinner. So that was all the information we got out of the top of Ratebook with availabilities and what happened. Let's see what happened when we talk to the client in the telephone. He wants to make a room, and if we look here, we can set up how many rooms, how many days, and how many people are coming. Underneath, you see all the different products we have available, and you can see here that's always a total price for the room and the arrangement. If I change that to 2 people, because he's traveling with his wife, you can see the price is changing right away. So it always the total price we can give right away to the clients. While we're talking to him, he say, I want to have a room with minimum breakfast included. So I can choose that in the meal plan or the pension. I will show you how to add that to your product in a second. We press the button and now we have all the product with included breakfast. If the clients say, well, I'm not sure it's only breakfast, so you can, instead of choosing from meal plan, you can go to product type. In product type, we have the company agreement we have with the company he's calling from, or we could just say the normal stay, and we tick those off and press again, and now we have a new set of products coming up. We know from the top here that we don't have any double rooms available. We have some superior rooms, so we have to sell him up. And we do that easily by saying that we have a little bigger room with a beautiful view, small balcony, and client is accepted here, that including dinner and everything, and he say, yes, thank you. We can go and find him in our system or make a new reservation. And shortly the booking is open up. One double room, 9 to 11 of November, and to this price. And again, we have the total price for this stay. No confusion there. And also in this system, you already have lined up all the things that are including in this stay. So the arrangement, you don't have to think about that. If we go back and say, he say, well, do you know what? I bring a colleague with me, so we can just add an extra booking. We just said add line, go in and choose the product. And now we have booked 2 rooms, and you see the total price is changing. If the client say we want to have a meeting room, you go to halls, add line again, and you can just choose the room that's suitable for the client, and now you have booked a small meeting room. If you want to book a table in a restaurant, it's exactly the same. Now we can just go through what he have made a reservation for, add the last important information with a contact person. We need a telephone number, and we need an email, so we can send him an email saying confirm your reservation, like this. Everything is done. We can say to the client, we're going to send you confirmation and thank you very much for the reservation, and we look forward to see you. Save and close, and it's done. Earlier on, I was talking about that you could use some different criteria to seek your products. You can go in your meal plan, or you can go in your product type. I will now show you how to set that up in the different products. You go to management, set a star, and ask for a full list of products. Here you have the full list, and you can go in and choose those products that you want to work with. And the first one I would work with, I would say that should have some condition saying always including breakfast. And it should also show up if I asking for meeting products. I press save and close. Coming back to the list, find the next product I want to work with. And in this case, it should be exclusive breakfast. And I press save and close. So when I come back to Ratebook, go in here in my meal plan, I can say I want to have one without breakfast. And I can see now the product is showing up. If I set off was going in here in my product type, say I want to see one showing up when I look for products with meetings, I will now see is showing up on the list here. So your more information you put into your product, your specific product, you easier is to separate it down here in the system. The next I'm going to talk about is where link and where link groups. Well, in groups understand like you see them here. You have breakfast, lunch, afternoon, dinner, and evening. That's each a whaling group. The way you are creating these are just shutting down here, and then we go out to hotel setup and into types. Press types there and go down here, and now you have the whaling groups. And here you find them again, the standard one, breakfast, lunch, afternoon, dinner, and evening. I need two extra ones. The first is because I'm serving Napa, and it's important that it also get a sort number. If not, you will have an issue. We make another one. I have a place called Strandhuset. And that will, of course, also need a sort number, and that would be number 7. I press save and close. And the last thing I did before was I shut down the booking module, and you always have to shut down the module when you're making changes like this. I go back into booking module and back to Ratebook, and I can try to push my web links and see if this shows up. And now this shows up down here in the bottom, Natmad and Strandhus. So now I can try to link that up to different where in the where groups. I will now try to show you how to link up your different where groups and wheres to the different where links. We have to go to management, and we have to seek up our where groups. When we find our where groups, we find the where group we want to work with. And in this case, I will go into this, number 250. And I will open it up, and then I will press Advance. And this is a big where group, so it takes a few seconds before it's open up. And then we have to see on each of these categories where to put them as a link. If you go out here, you can see the column here that says links. Some of them is already set up, but we still have some left that we have to look into. We have this wine and snack is put into the afternoon. We actually move that down to say that will always be served down in Strandhuset. So therefore we change it. We can say that we have this cocktail and snack. That will be for the afternoon, served in the restaurant. Then we work through the list, find out today's special. That would be for dinner. So we put it in under dinner here. And that way you work through the list, all the different things. We have down here Netma. And of course we have a where link called Netma, so we just put it in there. Again, you're more specific you are, you more correctly you can see the numbers, what activities there is in the restaurant, and how many people there will be at what time of the day. When you're finished, always remember, save and close. And now, when you come back, when this is booked in for NetBell or whatever, it will show up here how many people will be at what time of the day. So the last thing I'm going to show you today in this tutorial is how to move Ratebook up to the top of the list of your plans. You go into Hotel Setup, you find Basic, and then you go into number 6, Booking. When you come into the booking, you are seeking in the left column, and you have to go almost halfway down. You will find this one, Swap Room Type with Ratebook buttons. and you tick it, and then you say save and close. Then you go back to your booking module, shut it down, and open it again. When you make changes like that, you should always shut down and start up again. So next time you come in, it should be moved. And there you are. It's not moved to the top, so that would be the first list you see when you open book and come into plans. Conclude this tutorial. I know there have been a lot of information, a lot of issues we are working with. Should you have any question or do you need any help, don't hesitate. Just contact us, Techotel Support, and we will help you as much as we can. Thank you for now.